Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome to an all-new Q&A. This is Q&A 43. I had to look at it because I actually forgot. It's been a couple weeks. We have tons of great questions. Some of them get a little bit weird, a little bit creepy as usual, but you know what? That's fun. It's fun to feel icky inside. But before we jump into the questions, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Garrett David Jenner, a really cool skateboarding channel here on YouTube. Really talented guy. I can't skateboard worth a damn. The guy also makes his own skateboards. So click the link down below to follow him on Instagram. Also the annotation right here. Click it, check him out. It's got tips, tricks, tutorials, and some comedy skits. I'm going to roll the clip for you because I actually forgot to grab a water. So I'm going to go upstairs and do that and watch this quick clip here. I'll be right back. Go to a place where everybody knows your name. Just walking down those steps is like the show Cheers. Have you ever seen that? All right, guys, tons of great questions today. And actually, 527 questions. And I'm going to try to hit as many of these as I can because it's been 2 weeks. I've been neglecting you like I'm a bad step parent, and I haven't loved you as much as my real kids. So let's put this chair into recliner mode. There we go. Let's get comfortable, guys. Why does everything have to be so professional in life? I'm tired of that. Let's cut the edge off and get to know each other. That's what life's all about. It's about those little things, those little things that we do in life that the little things. It's all about the little things. That's the motto of today, guys. Tons of great questions. By the way, I'm going to treat this as kind of an update also before we jump into some of the questions, and if need be, I will make a part 2 of this video, okay? Because it's fun to talk to you guys and answer your questions. And in all honesty, this is my favorite thing to do on YouTube, okay? But first, I haven't been on par with a few things this week. First, I skipped my Breaking Bad review. I know, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I will say I'm not going to spoil anything. This week's episode was phenomenal. I love the subtleties of the show. I love where it's going, and I thought it was a perfect build-up episode into the finale, which comes next week. And I will do a guaranteed Flick Picks spoiler-filled finale episode discussing the entire season, my input, and basically what the show's done for me. And that'll be my Flick Pick channel next week, so big video, and that'll happen next week, Sunday night, Monday morning. What else is there? Oh, the reason I've been lazy this week. I mean, I'm doing this damn thing in a recliner chair. Come on. The reason for this is I got a new gym membership. I went to the YMCA, and the beautiful thing about the YMCA that I was lacking in my other place, they have a sauna, they have a hot tub, they have a steam room, and they have a pretty good workout facility. Plus, they have a nice selection of MILFs and yoga pants. I'm sorry, that's the motivation. When you got to get that one last pump in, it's nice. Plus, I've been on creatine lately. I'm getting plumped up with water in my muscles. I mean, look at this. Ugh. I've been watching a lot of training workout videos. I'm going to try to get into it. Like this year, I'm going to do everything in my power to get as big as I possibly can, and then I just explode. Okay, so let's jump into the Q&A questions, guys. And I just got a few more in here. Who has been into the Flick Cave and lived? Everyone that comes in here survives for the most part, but everyone leaves with emotional scarring. John, have you watched Christian Bale's audition for Batman? Thank you for asking that. I'm glad someone brought that up. Yeah, if you guys don't know, let's talk about this for a second. Huge Batman fan, you know that. I call this the damn Flick Cave, so that tells you something. But yeah, there's this bonus feature thing released on the new Dark Knight trilogy set where Christian Bale is doing his audition tape in full costume. Actually, he's wearing Val Kilmers' Batman suit from the 1995 Batman and Robin film. And you can tell it doesn't quite fit him right. Like, it kind of makes him look a little bit chunkier than he really is. It's all squishing his face like this. And he's like, I'm Batman. And it's all, you can just, and plus imagine that Batman suit still smells like Val Kilmer from the mid-1990s. So anyway, yeah, there's an audition tape on YouTube. Really cool stuff. It's really cool to see that screen test. And he's actually talking to Amy Adams, who goes on later to be the love interest of Man of Steel, Superman. So that's kind of interesting to see. And the one thing I noticed about that screen test with Christian Bale for the Batman thing, Batman Begins, was his rugged roughness of the Batman voice was at like 80% of what it actually became. Like, it was rugged, it was rough, but it was raspy at the same time, but it wasn't quite as raspy as it was in the movie. So it's like somewhere along the way he just upped the ante a little bit. So it was really cool to see that. And you know, one thing I'd love to see, but they're never ever going to release it, would be the audition tape for Heath Ledger. Imagine that, but we'll never see that. All right. What real-life person would you like to see in a movie made about? Check out Flowers of War. Real-life person with a movie. A lot of biopics have already been made about some interesting people. You know, off the top of my head, I'm not quite sure, but I do enjoy biopics, and I'm not quite sure. Off the top of my head, I can't think of somebody that it doesn't already exist in film. I was going to say make a biopic about Jeff Goldblum. Just call Jeff Goldblum. Okay. Hey, John, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Weird Science remake? I personally think they should leave the work of John Hughes alone. For the most part, I agree with that. John Hughes, the mastermind behind the 1980s feel-good movies about coming-to-age stories that were a little bit stereotypical of teenage feelings, I guess you should say. But yeah, Weird Science, you know what? That's one of those movies that I don't think can ever be reproduced, because there's something about that sheen, that style of the 1980s where people wore these odd clothings that, you know, they like zebra pants and leopard skin shirts made out of leather. You can't reproduce things like that nowadays. Everyone, you know, it just doesn't have that flair to it like the 1980s movies had, and that's what makes them funny. So, yeah, I don't care about the remake. Hey, John, what would you do if you came home one day and Santa Claus was having his way with Rudolph in your flip cave? I guess I'd just make a YouTube video, and that'd be right there's a viral hit. Worst movie of 2013 so far. Die Hard 5. That never... I was disappointed. I was bored. It failed to do anything that a movie should do, which should entertain you and be good. And Bruce Willis was on cruise control. He was just like, I don't give a shit. Give me my money. I'm trying to get out of here, guys. You got me for 25 more minutes, and I'm leaving. I don't care if the movie's done or not. So yeah, that Die Hard 5 movie. What do you think of making a schedule of these Q&As? I try to make a schedule. My idea was to try to do them once a week, but things happen, and I'll be honest with you, when I schedule things in life, it makes me not want to do them. I treat them as obligations when there's a schedule. So to kind of go on the fly of things, I think it makes it fun, interesting, and energetic. That way, when I'm in the mood to make a Q&A, I can make one and make it fun, rather than, oh, I gotta feel like I have to make a Q&A tonight, even though I'm tired as hell and I just want to lay down. I've tried to make scheduled videos. I can't. What are your thoughts on the recent attacks in Africa? I don't know much about it, and I think I seen a news clipping or something of it. A news clipping, who says that? I think I seen a headline about it. I didn't read it. To be honest with you, I'm kind of burying my head in the sand nowadays because society scares me and it depresses me. But isn't society just scary for the most part? Like, look at all these shootings nowadays. Don't people know how to express themselves without a damn gun? Hey, Johnny Foreskin, thanks, man. What's your favorite Jack Nicholson performance? And I'm still waiting for that Blu-ray collection update. I dare you to say my last name. Ottergod. Sounds like something that should be in the Lord of the Rings, man. Jack Nicholson. Where do you start with the Jack Nicholsons? I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just gonna bash your brains in. The Shining probably would be the show stealer for Jack Nicholson on that one. The collection update, the Blu-ray collection update. It's on my to-do list, and I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to a young boy once that I would do the collection update before the end of September, because I think I did the last one in August, which this is going nowhere. That's just me thinking out loud. But I have a few days left before September ends, and we're going to aim to do it before September. I'm just like looking at them. I'm just like, I'm going to have a seizure if I do all of those at once. So, hey, Johnny, what do you think of John Carpenter movies? He's made some great movies, and then he's made some stink piles. What was it, Ghost of Mars or whatever? But, you know, you go back to the classics, you know, Halloween. There you go. That man made the definitive Halloween movie of all time, or at least in my opinion. Hey, John, have you seen 12 Angry Men? If so, what do you think about it? Also, is it better Blu-ray? Which one's a better Blu-ray buy, Psycho or Scarface? I have Psycho on Blu-ray. I think I put it in for like a few seconds just to kind of check it out. It looks phenomenal. Black and white films always look good. Scarface looks good on Blu-ray, but if you want a classic film, go with Psycho. But if you want some Tony Montana, fly, pelican, fly. That was a bad impression of a Cuban. But anyway, check out Scarface. 12 Angry Men. I've seen it once. I need to watch it again, but I can't give you my inside thoughts about it because I don't remember all the details. John Beanflicker, would you rather take from behind by E.T.'s finger or Harry Potter's wand while performing Expecto ba 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 ba? By the way, you're awesome. Thanks, man. Would I rather be sodomized by E.T. or Harry Potter? I'd probably just go with no, I wouldn't. I'd probably go with E.T. on that because he's an alien and not some young boy wearing glasses. It just sounds better. Are you going to review the full Pixar Blu-ray set when it comes out? Probably not, because I'm not going to buy it because I already own every Pixar movie I pretty much want. Also, could I have a shout-out? Thanks, Johnny. Omar Tarbush. Hey Flick, you should make a top 10 video of the hottest girls in movies you like and give us reasons why you like them. I think the reason I like them is all pretty simplified. But the hottest chicks in movies, that could be a video. Why not? Maybe. I need to do more top 10 videos. Do you prefer Kill Bill Volume 1 or 2? Maybe I prefer 1 more. 1 kind of was always more entertaining for me. The Godfather Part 1 or 2, Part 2, Terminator 1 or 2, definitely Terminator T2, Alien or Aliens. I'm going to go with Aliens, but the thing is, both those movies have very different tones. Alien and Aliens, you go from this very slow-paced, eerie, immersive movie that takes place in space, and then you go to an action version of Aliens, so... watch Under the Red Hood, man. It's one of my favorite animated Batman movies. I've watched a whole bunch of clips of all the Batman animated movies online, but I haven't watched a conclusive movie in a while. I'm watching Lord of the Rings right now on AMC right now. I'm looking at Frodo, and he's looking at me. If you could choose one of these worlds to be real, which one would it be? Cameron's Avatar or Nolan's Inception? Oh, it definitely wouldn't be Inception. Good God, that's a scary place to live. Everyone's trying to kill you if you stay in there too long. Plus, your mind would be lost forever. Definitely go with Pandora is pretty damn dangerous. Do I get to go to Pandora and become an alien like Jake Sully and make love to a 9-foot-tall blue alien woman? Because that's where I'm going. All right. I'm sorry, I just got lost in the questions. Of any ideas for what videos should be about any idea? I don't know what that means. Okay. Mr. Flick, what are your thoughts on GTA Grand Theft Auto 5? I think it's the same shit as the other GTA games. I think someone finally said it. Here's the reason. I liked Grand Theft Auto 3. I remember playing that on PlayStation 2. And then after that, I never played any of them because, first of all, they're overwhelming. You got to drive across the entire map for 45 minutes to do any mission, and then you wreck your car, and I get stressed out by them. There are too many things to do. Like, they're overwhelming. I just look at that game and I'm like, I gotta drive through traffic and do all this stuff. No, that's okay. I'll just do real life things, like get in my car and drive up to Dairy Queen and get the $5 lunch meal. That's what I do. It just looks overwhelming. Like, it looks fun, but I don't want to do any missions. I don't want to do any of them. I just want to drive around and kill hookers. That's all I want to do. We're not even talking about the game anymore. You know, the one sandbox game I really enjoyed that not a lot of people liked was Crackdown 1 and 2. Jumping around looking for orbs and shit. If you played Crackdown 2, let me know down below. I found every single orb, every single hidden item, every single thing in that game. It took about 2 weeks. What do you think of the film Panic Room, directed by David Fincher? In my opinion, it's his most underrated film. What are your thoughts? Wasn't one of my favorite Fincher films for sure. Just, I don't know, something about Jodie Foster sometimes. Like, I loved her in Silence of the Lambs, but nowadays, I don't know, there's something unsettling about her. Yeah, I was never a huge fan of Panic Room. I've seen it a few times, but hey, Mr. Flick, would you rather? I just read that. All right, hey J-Bomb, I've been meaning to ask you these for a while. Okay, did you ever watch the '90s sitcom Friends? Yeah, just a few times, only for Jennifer Aniston. If you could choose any director to make any type of film. I would like to see a straight up bank robbery heist movie, like one of the biggest heist movies of all time, directed by Nolan or James Cameron. Preferably Cameron on that one. And my other movie was going to be, I would like to see Nolan do a sci-fi movie, but he's actually doing Interstellar, so that was kind of already answered. But you know what? Just to see I want to see James Cameron do more movies, just because that guy has such a precise and an exact style that really works for action films. And to see him do like another action movie, like a huge budgeted action movie that's not Avatar, would be phenomenal. Okay. Hey John, love your channel, and you're a super handsome. Thank you. I'll take that. I was wondering, what is your opinion on anime? Do you ever watch it? And if so, what are some of your favorites? I've never been big into anime. I just don't know what it is. I love animation. I love digital animation. I love CGI animation. I love hand-drawn animation. I love classic Disney films. But as far as anime, maybe it went over my head. I don't know. I was never huge into it. I got plenty of friends who love it. I've tried it, and it's just not for me. Hey, Johnny Jojo, your favorite Breaking Bad season? No spoilers. I'm only starting the second one. I'd say my least favorite was probably the second season of Breaking Bad. But my favorite one would probably be I like season 4, but season 5, I think every episode has been phenomenal so far. But season 4, I like everything leading up to the episode called Face Off. That was a very intense episode. Hey John, I'm 14 years old and I want to get a Blu-ray player and start a collection. Do you think I'm too late? Do I think you're too late? Your dreams have went by, young man. Give it up. You're done. No, man. As far as buying Blu-rays, buy them at your own will and energy level. Your own energy level. You know, I didn't start really buying I just got a southern accent all of a sudden. I didn't start buying Blu-rays until I was, I don't know, 22, 23? So, but then again, Blu-rays and physical media is going out the window within the next decade. So buy all of them that you can and store them on your shelf, because eventually the corporations will want you to download everything. Because why? It's cheaper for them. Hey Flick, how come peoples are shitting on Star Trek Into Darkness? People and hardcore Star Trek fans are saying it is wrong Star Trek, and yeah, you know, I noticed a lot of hate for Star Trek Into Darkness, and I can understand if the movie didn't live up to your expectations, but just to watch the movie for a popcorn fun action movie, it's enjoyable. It's got, cool effects. I love the characters. I love some of the scenery. I just love futuristic sci-fi movies that can just have fun with themselves. And that's what that movie is. Is it the best representation of a Star Trek film? Does it kind of copy from Wrath of Khan? Yeah. Does it have issues? Definitely. But it's an easy, fun movie to watch on a Friday night. Have you ever been caught looking at porn? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can. Yep. I was actually going to ask you the same question. All right. Hey, Batflick, have you seen the Batman Superman World's Finest? I've seen The Dark Knight Returns, but I didn't watch Batman Superman World's Finest. Do you believe in the Illuminati? To an extent. I think there is a higher up organization that controls a lot of things that we don't quite know about, other than the government. So yeah, in one form or another, sure. All right, skipping a few that I've already answered 100 times. Top 10 worst comic book movies. Number one's Batman and Robin. Yeah. Earlier on in this video, I actually said I got something wrong and I'm going to correct it now, even though I'm going to get 20 comments telling me I was wrong. And earlier I said Val Kilmer was in Batman and Robin. No, he was in Batman Forever. There we go. I fixed it. Hey, Johnny Crack Corn, what are your thoughts on the announcement of an American Psycho TV show with Patrick Bateman, who talks on an apprentice? Who takes on an apprentice? I'm sorry, my brain's melting. Why not? I'm definitely going to check it out. It sounds kind of like a version of Dexter in a way, doesn't it? Hey, Flick, I know you're a Nicolas Cage fan. There's a man out there with his finger in a bomb. You like the movie Do you like the movie National Treasure 1 and 2? If you do, what are your thoughts on them? I remember watching National Treasure, the first movie, and it's okay. I didn't like National Treasure 2. I thought it was a little bit sloppy. You rock and roll, Flick. Keep making videos. So funny, and my day gets better when I see your videos. Thank you, man. Oh, Bilbo Baggins. All right. Let's keep going here. Are you going to watch through the Never Metallica movie? And I heard you say you like Metallica. I'm awesome. You are awesome. I love Metallica. I love listening to their music, but to watch a movie concert basically with a small story glued in there to kind of tie it all together, I don't know if I can sit through that for like an hour and a half. I want to see 20 minutes of it, and then I just want to leave. Like, play Master of Puppets, Fade to Black, and Ride the Lightning, and No Leaf Clover. Show me those, and I'll just leave after that. Hey, John, do you like Red Letter Media? I think his reviews are kind of dumb at times. He hates on a lot of movies that aren't that bad. I really do enjoy Red Letter Media. I watch all of their movie reviews. I enjoy them. I'm a little bit jealous that I don't have a co-host to shoot movie reviews off of, because there's nothing more difficult to do than sit there and do a movie review by yourself. It's very hard not to conversate with a movie review in videos. I find it very... I'm sitting there doing these movie reviews, and I'm like, I wish I had somebody else to talk to. So then I look at the wall and pretend like it's somebody. But no, Red Letter Media, I think they make valid points a lot of the times, but sometimes it seems like they overly dislike certain films, but I can understand where they're coming from. But hilarious videos. Rather enjoy them, actually. Hey, John, why did you ask this E.T. fingering question 15 times in this? I keep coming across it. John, Breaking Bad is officially the best reviewed TV episode ever. An average 10 out of 10. What are your thoughts? Ozymandias. Was that how you say it? Ozymandias? Ozymandias? Yeah, one of the best episodes I've ever seen. And one of the best hours of TV. Very intense. Everything about that episode was perfect. So, would you like to see a remake of The Warriors? Who would be in it? My picks, Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Matthew. You got some odd picks combined in there. I don't think all those guys would do it. Liam Hemsworth might do it, actually. But a remake of the movie Warriors. Warriors come out to play. Yeah, I think they actually had that. They were actually trying to greenlight that movie years back. And the director of the movie, the Italian Job guy, I believe, was set to direct it. And it was going to be like a modern day movie set in L.A. And it could be good, but I think there's just something like they're going to try to make it all realistic. And the thing about the 1970s movie Warriors, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, you have to. One of my top 20 probably right now, is they did things in that movie that you couldn't get away with today. They had gangs. They had the baseball furies where their faces were painted and they were wearing baseball suits and they kicked people's asses with baseball bats. They also had a gang of guys who dressed up like they were on roller skates. Roller skates, skating around kicking people's ass. And they won't do things like that again nowadays. Everything has to be bland. Who would win in a fight, me or you? I don't know, man. I don't know how big you are. Did you do any sports at school, John, or anything else? I did cross country, and I actually fractured both my wrists in cross country. Yeah, running backwards will do that to you. I also did wrestling. I did track, but I didn't finish it. But yeah, those are the basic sports I did. Yo, Johnny, explain your prediction for the final episode of Breaking Bad. No, I don't want to spoil it if anybody's watching right now, but I really, as far as spoilers go, yeah, I can't spoil it. What will you do if Disney movies don't help you through your midlife crisis? That's my only hope. I'm going to sit in a room all day and watch all my Disney movies when I have my midlife crisis. And we're talking about this really serious, but I think it's going to happen one day. And it's slowly getting there. Like every once in a while, I have to put in a Disney movie to find my happy place. And that's my recommendation to all of you. Put in a Disney movie to find your happy place. Let's keep going here. But that's my only goal. If they don't save me, I don't know what's going to happen. Hey, you asked the question about E.T. again. E.T. phone home. It just got weird, didn't it? Hey, John, what is your opinion on the recent Nightmare on Elm Street remake? Absolutely hated it. Hey, John, I'm new to your channel, but it doesn't seem like you're posting any more gameplays on your gaming channel. I know. What happened is I realized I didn't have the enthusiasm for it. Well, it's not so much that. It's the technical aspect of sitting there with an HDR recorder and capturing all the gameplay footage and transferring that. And, you know, there's certain things in life, like playing a video game, I just don't feel like I want to sit there and do game commentaries for every time I play it, because it takes away from the fun of it. It'd almost be like an obligation, and I don't like that. So it's definitely on the back burner for now, and I apologize for that. But the thing I think I can do eventually is I can play like mini games and do some kind of commentary for that. But maybe eventually. Right now I'm swamped as it is. I'm always behind when it comes to making videos. Do you have a favorite prankster on YouTube? If so, who? Vitaly TV, man. He's like a Russian guy. Do you even lift? Like, do you even lift? The guy who asked, do you even lift? That's, my film critics are you, John, Chris Duckman, Jeremy John's pretty much it, Catherine Reitman. But she is gone. I used to like Roper, but not anymore. Yeah, you know the thing that's interesting about Roper is he doesn't get a lot of attention on YouTube. Like, that's one of the most recognizable names for movie criticism, but when it comes to YouTube, like he doesn't get very much recognition or attention. It's kind of, isn't that baffling? Isn't that weird? I think it says something about the new generation of movie enthusiasts coming in, you know. But thank you for that. Thank you for including me in your top favorites. Hey, John Flickster. You didn't say Flickster. Have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? Yes, I have. I know a lot of people love the movie, but something about that woman's personality. I just forgot the chick who played her. Kate? No. It doesn't matter. Yeah, something about that woman's personality in that movie. I hate her, and I hate the man for liking her because she's such an unlikable woman. Like, she just... There's something there. I know women like that, and I hate her personality. I hate everything to do with her in that movie. Like, and I know that's her character. I get what's happening, but it's just like, ugh, I get frustrated. I get frustrated watching the movie. Because I'd be like the best friend of the guy saying, you don't need that chick. She's fucking wrong for you, man. Let's erase your memory now. Hey, John, Lucas Black is returning for the Fast and Furious 7, 8, and 9. What are your thoughts? Holy shit, whoever would have thought they're making a 7, 8, and 9 of Fast and Furious. That's ridiculous, but I can't wait to watch them. Lucas Black. I don't dislike Lucas Black, and I think it's interesting that he'll be in the movie. And the secret truth is I didn't hate Tokyo Drift. I know it has so many things that are bad about it. Like, it has little Bow Wow in it driving that Incredible Hulk car, which is like a Zion, but strangely entertained by that movie. Isn't that weird? What size TV do you have down there? I have a 50-inch TV. I want to get a 65-inch TV, but I gotta watch my budget nowadays, so... Which actor and director would you like to see team up who haven't already? I don't know. You know, more movies with Tom Hardy in them would always be nice. I'd like to see him put Tom Hardy and James Cameron together. I'd like to see that mix. Sure. Or Tom Hardy and like David Fincher. I think there could be a good movie there. Hey, John, where did you get the Aladdin Steelbook? I actually picked it up from High Def Ninja. And by the way, if you guys don't already know, I'm working with a website that also has a YouTube channel called highdefninja.com. Also, the YouTube channel I'll put down below. And I'm going to start doing periodic reviews of Steelbooks, Blu-rays, whatever, over there. And so subscribe to them. Check them out. I did one for the Aladdin Steelbook. So that's on the YouTube channel for them. I can't answer that one because that would spoil part of Breaking Bad. Hey, John, the E.T. question once again. I answered it. You really wanted me to answer that. I'm glad I did, though. What is the model name of your LG TV in your basement? It looks very good, and I'm getting a new TV soon. Well, it wouldn't matter because the model that I have is no longer available. I actually bought this a couple years back, so it wouldn't matter. But you know what? If you're getting a TV, just if you have the budget for it, get a Panasonic Plasma TV, and I would definitely recommend that. All right, let's answer one more, and then we'll make a part 2 because we've got a lot of good questions here. So last question of this one, and after this video, part 2 will be up. Give it a day or so, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. Give it like 1 day. Okay. Hey John, I have a problem. My friend doesn't want to watch older movies just because they are old. What should I do to make him watch them? Also, will you do a new video with your top 10 Blu-rays in your collection? Tons of Blu-ray collections in this questions in this video. Your friend needs to learn what good movies are. If he's only watching modern day movies, he needs to be updated and he needs to be shown the proper way. Because if you don't watch, I'm not even saying watch 1930s movies or 1912 movies that were silent films. Okay, I'm not throwing that much at you right here. I'm just saying go back to the 70s. At least go back to the 70s and watch a few movies. Go back to the 80s and jump into that. That's a good place to start. I mean, you got to watch movies like Taxi Driver. Okay, you got to watch things like that, just to kind of grasp movies. Yeah. Your friend needs to be put down in a well in my basement for a couple weeks. I'll make him rub the movie lotion on his skin, or else he gets the hose again. So, what else? What are we talking about? Top 10 Blu-rays. I will do one of those towards December/January. That's when I do my top 10 videos of the year. So look forward to that. Yeah, so let's end it here, guys. So anyway, thanks for watching. Ask all the questions, anything and everything, as usual, down below. And then join me for part 2 of this Q&A, which I'll put an annotation up there. It might be up, it might not by the time you watch this. So click up here for the annotation to part 2 of this Q&A. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in part 2.